I want to go ahead and take a look at the next portion of the issuer guidelines. So this time around, we're going to be taking a look at the petition review process. And let's go ahead. I'm going to pull that up for everyone here. But okay, so before we jump into this head first, let's get our feet wet a little bit. So what is this section talking about? So it's dealing with the thought process of the curation body. And what is a curation body? So these are real human beings who manually review every petition that comes in. They're the ones who decide, is your petition going to be approved or not? And so this is what the process looks like. So it's talking about, hey, you create your POAP event petition, you fill out the form by doing that. The curation body is then going to review the information you provided with them, and then it does one of three things, which it lists here, and I'll get into them in 1 second. And then they're going to approve or disapprove of your petition. And if your petition was rejected, you can send an appeal on the discourse to directly communicate with the curation body. And then finally, it's either going to get approved or it's just going to remain rejected. And, honestly, soon, I should probably just go ahead and make a video, like, really breaking down, like, filling out a petition step by step. But for now, I just want to focus on these content guidelines. So, the curation body is reviewing your POAP drop. And sometimes a drop can take 24 hours or more to be approved. So it is best to send in your petition as early as possible. And then after some time, the best case scenario is, hey, they're going to give you approval without comment. And it says it right here. So this means that, hey, there are no issues with your drop. The mint links will be available for you to distribute. You've officially made your POAP event. However, sometimes more information will be required, and it says it right here. In this case, they're going to send an email to you requesting that you give them some additional information about the event. And honestly, guys, your best course of action, just give them what they want. Separately or in addition to this, the curation body may only approve your drop under certain conditions. So they may ask you to change something like the title or the description. Maybe they ask you to pick a more secure distribution method. But again, typically, if you just do what they ask you to do and make the changes or they say you need to make them, you really shouldn't have much problems after that. However, some people do get their POAP drop rejected because it is, quote, as it says here, it says, quote, conceptually too far out of alignment with the POAP ethos or the distribution presents too high a risk to compromise, cannot be reached with the issuer. I think I read that a little wrong. Let me try that again. Conceptually too far out of alignment with the POAP ethos or the distribution presents too high risk and compromise cannot be reached with the issuer. But all right, so the most common reasons for a rejection. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. We're going to go ahead and scroll down with the appeals here. So, hey, it just says it right here. These are in the order of most frequency. So, hey, most likely it's going to be one of these three things. So, reason one is that you're engagement farming. And, hey, this isn't totally a deal breaker. But if you're not able to present your case of why your POAP isn't more than a tool just to have engagement for your event, then it's probably going to get rejected. There is a little bit of nuance here, but creating a POAP drop as the only reason to come to your event is really not going to go well when you're trying to get approved. And then the next one here, hey, maybe you have a poor drop execution. I talk about this one all the time. It's really important that your distribution method makes sense for the event that you're holding, especially if you're a new issuer. If you're requesting a lot of mint links and your method to give them out sucks, good luck. You're probably going to not get approved. And I've seen cases where issuers have had a case of poorly distributed drops, and they actually lost their ability to get approved later on because the curation body just deemed them too unresponsible in order to even have one. This is something that I don't want to see happen to anyone. And then finally, it says here that you could have low production quality. So look, don't steal people's art. Don't have your title and description be gibberish. This is basically saying you can't throw up anything and it'll get approved. The POAP, it has to make sense for the occasion, and the information in the POAP petition needs to match and line up with everything. Now, if you do get rejected, not all hope is lost. If you look here, it talks a little bit about, hey, you can go on the discourse, you can appeal your petition directly with the curation body. I'll even put a link in the description for you if you need it. But I'm going to go ahead and give some small tips on this. But really, when you think about it, it's common sense, guys. You know, you want to be kind, professional, respectful, things like that. You know what I'm talking about, everyone. Like, just understand that at this point, being positive and cooperative is really the only chance that you're going to have at having your drop decision reversed. And again, think about it, guys. You're working with real human beings here. They have thoughts, they have feelings just like you do. So, you know, they're going to treat you with respect, and it's good to return the favor for that. And, you know, there's some good links that are provided here, which give more info on certain aspects that are touched on. Again, I'm going to link these guidelines in the description so that you can take a look at them whenever you need to. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Really appreciate you doing that for me. If you liked what you saw, maybe you should hit like. Maybe you should hit subscribe, who knows. If you want to see the full show that this segment came from, you want to click here now. Thanks so much for stopping by, everyone. This is Mr. Mojo, signing out.